So I'm with Linda Edwards, the Managing Director of the BSGA, and today we're going to talk about the show and the BSGA's aspirations for the future. So please, Linda, what has the show done for you in terms of sort of solidifying the industry?
Well, the show has been a fantastic opportunity, certainly at the start of 2026, for us to be able to spend some time face to face with not only our members but also with that much wider stakeholder community. It's an ever-changing world, and it's very difficult to be able to have, like I say, those opportunities to meet with people face to face, to have those natural, organic conversations that come about just by spending time together. And it's not necessarily what you know, it's who you know as well. So those conversations definitely underpin an opportunity to, dare I say, network on occasion where perhaps we're unable to do that from behind a screen, be that emails or sort of Teams or Zoom meetings. We've had a tremendous amount of support being here over the last 2 days, but also a tremendous amount of interaction from individuals and for organisations who have perhaps heard about us, seen us online, heard about us through colleagues and other, like I say, industry stakeholders. But now they're going, oh, okay, so you're the people that we need to be having a conversation with, or you're the individuals that we need to actually pick your brains and to see if there's something that we can do with regards to our own organisation, our team members, or our businesses and our product ranges. So that's been fantastic. We're very much looking forward to what the last day brings also. We've had tremendous amount of footfall with regards to today's sort of panel discussions that we've had, but also, again, we've had these drop-in sessions. So we've gone for a slightly more informal approach at this year's show, where perhaps in the past it's been a little bit more structured, and it's worked out fantastically for us. So like I say, we're ever so pleased with the engagement, and it's been a very positive experience for us so far.
And I'm so glad about that. I feel like the BSGA is a lovely organisation to have in an industry such as sign and graphics.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose it's very important to have an organisation like that. So what are your future aspirations for the organisation and how to further the sign and graphics industry?
Well, as I'm sure you're more than aware, at the British Sign and Graphics Association, we're the only trade association that represents the signage and graphics industry. And believe it or not, we have been established for just over 100 years. So many people may or may not be aware of that. But we're certainly going through a period of transition and shift. That's been born about with regards to how our worlds were all turned upside down and back to front in the post-COVID sort of era, and we're sort of finding our feet and anchoring for the next chapter within our association sort of journey, where we represent a tremendous amount of the work that goes on behind the scenes within the industry, and like I say, with individuals and organisations who perhaps need to be anchored to those foundation stones. But there's a tremendous amount of work that we do behind the scenes that many people may not be aware of. So I've formally been in position now as Managing Director at the association for just over 12 months. I've been a board director for 8 years. But certainly the strategy that I started back in the autumn of 2024 was to make us more an accessible association, to make us more visible, and actually to demonstrate the value that we have for our industry, but also the value in which people perhaps haven't necessarily understood that we've brought to said party previously. And I think, like I say, the last 2 days have definitely demonstrated that we're on the right trajectory with regards to re-establishing who we are and our position within the industry.
Yeah, I feel like as you said, the association is so important, and the fact it's been running for over 100 years, as you said, it just goes to show how much it's needed.
Yes.
And how much the, sign and graphic companies need an organisation that is willing to back them.
Yes.
So it's great to see the BSGA do that, and also have these, these trade shows and events where they can meet with their members and
absolutely,
and, further those bonds.
Yes, absolutely. very much underpinned by the sense of community. So we have an overview of what I would classify as 5 C's, and one of those, like I say, is community, and ensuring that people not only are aware of us, but we are also aware of them. So we are here for the industry, so we do need to be connecting with organisations and individuals to find out what life is like for them in their own worlds, and what challenges they face, what successes they are celebrating, but also that informs us and our practice and how we can, like I say, underpin best practice for all stakeholders. But we're working towards elevating our industry. We're very much an unseen industry on occasion, so it's not just about signage individuals, sign makers, signage organisations, it's also ensuring that we are present at conversations in that wider stakeholder environment with allied trades and allied individuals to say, okay, then we are part of the process. Are you aware of what we can do to best support you? But equally, how can you best support us? So we're the voice that we're bringing to, like I say, that much wider arena on behalf of our industry.
So I wanted to touch more on the 5 C's and what that means to the BSGA and the wider community.
Yeah, I guess in its simplest forms, it's our mission statement, it's our value stream, dare I be so honest, and what it ultimately enables us to do is to underpin the activities that we're undertaking and that we are providing for the industry, but like I say, in a very simplified, methodical way. So it is about community, it's about champion individuals and or organisations, it is about working in collaboration. So these thought processes and, like I say, these value streams then enable us to put strategies into place to be able to make our presence aware, to make us more accessible. It's about reducing those barriers to entry. So how can we best do that? What the industry required of us 5-10 years ago is no longer what the industry requires of us today. So there's a tremendous amount of reframing and reshaping about ensuring that we remain relevant and that it's value. What is our value and how can we best place ourselves?